Okay, if y'all hear me coughing, just know that my throat feels itchy and I might be coming down with the sickness for the first time in like 9 months. It's crazy. So if you guys have watched my main channel videos, you would always notice that in my videos, I make either one of two references. One, it's a Devil May Cry reference somewhere in the video, or two, which is the main point of this video, Tekken. I make Tekken references. And I thought about it last night of how much I do not like the story of Tekken. I love Tekken as a franchise. I love it as a fighting game. I love the characters. But as a story, I think the story is complete dog shit. Now, I'm not about to break down a whole fucking 2-hour long ass lore dump for like Tekken 1 all the way through 8. So just to sum it up, I'll talk about the most recent Tekken game, obviously being Tekken 8, and I'll even dive into the DLC. So you start off the story, high intensity, right? With Jin versus Kazuya in New York. And they're like fighting. Well, Jin is fighting for his life. Kazuya is just kind of fucking with this nigga, you know, just, you're kind of garbage, dude. And Jin is full force blasting shit out of his like forehead. He is trying so hard. You know, it was like Vegeta versus Kappa, where Kappa is trying his best to put a hole in Vegeta, and Vegeta's just like, yeah, you need big niggas. You need a big nigga because you a little nigga right now. So, of course, they scrap it out. And Jin, he's having this existential crisis where he doesn't want to be this. He doesn't want to go into his demon form anymore because, one, he feels like he relies on it too much. And two, he doesn't feel like that's him anymore. You know, he wants to abandon that devil's power. So not only is he trying to basically fight himself, but he's also fighting his dad, Kazuya. And Kazuya is just pure evil. Kazuya doesn't give a fuck about nothing or nobody. He only wants power, and he has power. So he just wants to rule the world, essentially. So Jin gets his ass beat, and Kazuya is literally like the biggest terrorist in the world. So he's on national television, literally nuking fucking New York and blasting his devil beam through the streets and everything. And like a week later or some shit, he hosts a fucking fighting tournament, the King of Iron Fist tournament. And so many pedestrians are just cool with that. This mass murdering asshole that is literally taking lives, innocent lives too, not just evil people. He's taking innocent lives for the fun of the game and for the love of it, is now hosting pretty much a big ass UFC competition. What? So questionable right there, you know, and like everybody's already trying to rebel against Kazuya. So why is everybody just supporting him and, you know, giving him more money? Not to say that any regular person can just stop him, you know, because they can't. But do you really, you know, want to be a fan of this nigga? I don't know. So after Jin gets his ass beat, he meets up with some more people, meets up with Lars, he meets up with Lee, and he meets up with just more people part of the Tekken force to, you know, build his strength up and to go against Kazuya and take him down once and for all. So after he trains up with, I'm just going to say colleagues at this point, a few of his colleagues, we see that the Iron Fist tournament has now started. So it starts off with Jin at this like arena, and he meets this girl named Reina, and he feels the aura off of Reina like, oh shit. She feels like Heihachi. Pause, that sounds crazy. She's just like Heihachi, which is the grandfather of what Jin's grandfather and Kazuya's dad. And Heihachi was a piece of shit too. So Heihachi and Kazuya are just two big pieces of shits. And it's only one person that's alive, and that's Kazuya right now, because Kazuya killed Heihachi in the previous game. So once Jin fights her, he's still like unlocking, or not unlocking, but his devil gene is coming out, and he's just trying to control it. He's trying to control it. And Reino wants that. She since she's a descendant of Heihachi, she wants to unlock her devil power so she can take down Jin and pretty much have the Mishima Zaibatsu to herself, or G-Force to herself. It's one of the two. And she's playing this like innocent kawaii girl, like, oh, Jin senpai, you're awesome. In reality, she's like, no, nigga, fuck you. I'm using your bitch ass. I want that power system. So it's cool. Like, okay, the story, it's starting off kind of cool, other than having an Iron Fist tournament in the middle of this essentially World War VI or whatever, because they, oh my dude, there's been so many world wars in Tekken. So now, you know, they get done with that, and now they have to go to the part 2 of this the Iron Fist tournament, which takes place at this Coliseum. And here it's just, you know, kind of a little bit of a nothing burger at first. You got some fighters having some fights with other fighters and blah, 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 blah. And then Claudio, this exorcist, he comes in and he's with Azucena, who is this like mage. I bit my tongue. She's like a mage, or she has Azazel's power, which is the main devil who gives out the devil gene to everybody, or to just anyone he makes contact with. So yeah, so them two are there, and then Kazuya is there, right? So now, right, after a series of fights and people winning the tournament, I guess, Kazuya, he summons Azazel. Like he completely summons Azazel, this big ass demon that has his power, and he takes him down. And once he takes down Azazel, he absorbs Azazel. So now he has all the demon power, unlocking his true devil form. And this man looks like Satan if he was purple. And he looks cool as fuck. I can't lie. Cool ass design, and can't really hate him, right? So he's an evil nigga doing evil shit. So now all of the fighters there, right, are about to jump Kazuya, and they all get washed. They all get washed immediately, except for Reina. Reina is purposely trying to get herself damaged so she can still unlock this devil gene. Unfortunately, though, she doesn't unlock it there, but she puts up kind of a fight with, there's a piece of hair flying. She puts up a fight with Kazuya and holds her own. Mind you, she's like 16 or some shit. So this teenager with no powers awakened is holding her own against a grown ass, like 40-year-old man with this full power devil gene. Now, it is low-key deserves some glaze. I'm gonna be real. Oh, my fucking throat feels so weird. Pause. So now after all that happens, right? Claudio, again, the exorcist, he tries to fucking like pull off this ultimate attack where it's essentially like it's like a life force thing. So once he uses this attack, he's dead. You know, he's putting his all into it. So he shoots Kazuya and it hits him, but it doesn't do too much damage. It like kind of weakens him a little bit. And then Claudio just dies. And then Azucena is pretty much useless. And then Kazuya gets away to, you know, recharge his power and everything, right? So once he does that, we also see that Jin is with Asuka and Lily are there because they was part of the fighters trying to take down Kazuya. And they don't really interact like at all. There's Jin and Asuka are related. I think they're like cousins. They're like cousins or some shit. And this is someone part of the Kazama bloodline. So this is huge. And they don't make no interaction. They don't chat it up. They don't talk about their history. They don't talk about the power systems. They don't talk about Jun Kazama, who is Jin's mom. They don't do none of that shit. And it's like, why? You know, it's kind of a fucking waste. Mind you, Asuka also, who was supposed to play a big part And hold on, my dog is barking. Give me 1 sec. I got to figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm back, and my dog is perfectly fine. He was just being annoying. So, yeah, man, just having like a family member of Jin, well, just another bloodline to the, I guess, the whole Mishima slash Kazuma fucking Kazama bloodline. I can't speak. Just not really do anything sucks. And now her whole gag essentially is her and Lily. They just have the dumbest fucking arguments and fight over the dumbest shit. They'll fight over like whose outfit is better. It'll be like Lily talking about some, I'm a rich girl, you're poor, or you're poor, and they'll box it out. But it has nothing to do with the overall story. It does not progress the story at all. And they're just in a fucking loophole of just dumb shit, right? So Asuka and a lot of Tekken fans will say that she is just complete waste of potential. So that sucks to see. So we move on more into the story. And now it's wartime, right? It's wartime, and it's the Tekken Force versus G-Force. So it's all of these fighters, like Tekken fighters like King, Steve, Lars, Lee, and just so many other people going into this war, and with an army, of course, and fighting this other army. Now, granted, I don't know how any of these niggas survived against niggas with guns. Literally, they had Steve, a fucking boxer, just run up and knock niggas out. And he was 1-2ing niggas that had guns. But it's fine. That part is like, not everything needs to make sense, because at the end of the day, it's a fighting game. So duh, give them a little like boost. But here's my issue. So when we get into the war, right, there's this character named Leo. And I don't know, I'm just going to call them them because I think they're non-binary. And you can't tell. This person looks like a dude, but also looks like a girl. So Leo, he's trying to make his way, past the G-Force to fucking take down more of the corruption and shit. And he gets stopped by this Latina, who's fine as hell, by the way. Her name is Azucena. And Azucena, her whole reason for joining G-Corp, this terrorist organization, pretty much like Nazis, essentially, her whole reason to join that was to promote her fucking coffee business. What the fuck are we talking about, dude? You joined a terror, and it's not like she had like a bad like upbringing or something. She literally is just like prancing around happy and shit. This bitch does Michael Jackson dance moves, bro. She's having a jolly fucking life, and she's like, you know what? Who gives a fuck about world domination? But as long as niggas buy my coffee, though, what are you talking about? And this is being broadcasted, dude. Who the fuck is going to want to buy coffee from a person that was supporting a literal genocidal maniac? What are we talking about? And even Leo was like, this bitch is weird as hell. Like, this is one weird girl. You know what I mean? So, and mind you, Azucena is a brand new character. This is a brand new character being brought in. She was never in any Tekken before this. Tekken 8 is her debut game, right? And in this game, that's it. Like, her whole thing is coffee, 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 coffee. She's that one coffee bean from regular show that's squirting the goddamn coffee out their titties. Like, when he was like, coffee, coffee, that shit. So like, she's really crazy about it. That's her whole personality, other than dancing. And then she fights Leo, and then Leo beats her. And when he beats her, he's like, you're doing all this for coffee? And he was like, dude, we can just help you promote your business. She's like, oh, okay. And then leaves. She leaves the whole war scene. She just prances away. What the whatever. Anyways, fuck it. So then we move on to Law, and Paul, right? So now Paul Phoenix was this major character that debuted. He was in the first Tekken. He's been with Tekken since the very first game. And he was a rival to Kazuya. He was actually, I think there was a time where he actually beat Kazuya and he was stronger than him. So now he just got turned into a gag character. This serious character at first got turned into a running gag character where his whole character now is, I'm broke. I'm broke and I got to do what I got to do to get money. And it's not like a serious way of doing that. You know what I mean? It's not like, man, I'm broke because I'm fighting and I'm trying to help this orphanage or nothing. Bro, this man, like canonically too, he won like $1 million and lost it. And Law, his friend, had a whole restaurant, was a successful businessman, and then went bankrupt. So both of these niggas went broke. They're broke ass niggas now. And so of course, while Paul is trying to make his way to Kazuya, because he's also trying to take him down, Law interrupts him. Law joins G Corp because he's broke. He didn't have no money. You literally could have joined Tekken Corp or the Tekken Force with Lee, who is this super duper rich ass man. Like, he could just pay you for this. He could fund your business. So this, mind you, Paul Phoenix and Law are supposed to be like best friends. And Law is willing to join this evil ass corporation that wants world domination because he didn't have money. My nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up and put the fries in the bag or something, you cannot be lowering your morals this much for money. I promise you can't. If shit is that bad, nigga, you can start an OnlyFans. And it's crazy. That's like a whole fact. Law is a good looking dude. He literally looks like Bruce Lee. I know a lot of motherfuckers that would go crazy if Law was real. So I don't know. This man could have had an infinite cash glitch. But so once they box it out, then Kuma, who is Heihachi's like pet bear, he comes in and they just have a goofy ass fight. It's this bear and Paul. They're having a very stupid fight, and it's just supposed to be a joke. It's supposed to be a joke, but they're throwing in jokes at this serious time. Like, niggas are dying on this battlefield, bro. Bodies are getting dropped. People are getting killed. So now, while all this is happening, Jin is back at this, I'm just gonna call it his mother's tree, because I forgot the name of it, but he's at his mother's tree, and here he has to go into this realm where he can tap into his devil gene and confront his devil gene and basically fight for control. And while he's doing that, his girlfriend that's not his girlfriend, Xiaoyu, is watching over him, and she's taking down these like Jack robots. Like their names are literally Jack, and they're all like muscular and shit. And she's putting belt to ass, but she's fighting like 40 of them. So she gets tired, and then Lars comes in, and he like pretty much takes over. But back to the warfield now. So Kazuya shows up to the warfield, and when he shows up to the warfield, he immediately just shuts shit down, right? He shuts shit down. He blasts like a crater in there, and so many soldiers die. And Reina lets herself get hit by the beam because she finds out that in order to unlock the devil gene, you have to go through a near-death experience. Kazuya went through that when Heihachi threw him off the cliff. Jin went through that when he got shot multiple times by Heihachi. Yeah, I'm telling you, Heihachi's a piece of shit. So now, after Kazuya does that, he flees the scene because he knows where Jin is hiding out. So when he gets to Jin, Lars is there, and like I said, he's holding it down now, but Lars knows he's not fucking with Kazuya. He's just not, right? So he's holding it down, and right before like he's pretty much about to get his ass killed, Jin pops out the tree because he finally had this whole long confrontation with his devil gene. He took control of it, and now he can utilize its power to its fullest without losing control now. So that's cool. So now it's him versus Kazuya, right? And Jin is, it's this long battle where Jin is going through it. He's done hiding. He's done like trying to push away his past, because Jin was pretty much evil in Tekken 6. He caused the World War, but for good reasons. I mean, you could debate about it, but he did it for what he believed was a greater good, to erase the devil gene from everywhere. So he fights Kazuya through space and everything. He unlocks this angel gene because of his mom. Somehow Jun Kazama is like busted in this series. So he turns the devil gene into an angel gene. And when he gets that angel gene, he's able to beat the devil gene out of Kazuya. So now it's this long back and forth with Jin and Kazuya just throwing haymakers at each other. I might make that like a video on my page. If y'all hear creaks, this is my chair. Yeah, so it's just, don't think that I'm like farting over here or nothing. But so they have this long ass fight, and it's a good fight. It's great. It's like almost like a perfect conclusion to Kazuya's story. Jin barely comes out with the clutch, but he does clutch up and he wins and he beats Kazuya. So now when that happens, we get to see at the end of the game that Jun is actually alive. Jun Kazama is she's alive. We thought she was dead for a long ass time, because in the past we find out that Jin's mom was supposedly like killed or whatever. She disappeared after this being called Ogre showed up, and yeah, we don't know if he killed her or sealed her or what. So seeing this after credits, we see Jun pop out, and that's like, oh shit, this is serious. And then the story mode ends there until we get into the DLC. And this is what, like, oh my God, dude, it's so stupid. So in this DLC, we get Eddie Gordo. Awesome. Glad to see him back. And we get Lydia. And it's these two fighters. They're going up to this monk temple, you know, because they find out that Heihachi is alive. Heihachi is alive, even though in Tekken 7, we seen this nigga. We literally seen him fall into a volcano. Kazuya watched him fall into this volcano and stared at him the entire time. He only left when the lava shot up. You know, when you fall, like when someone falls into a volcano, when someone falls into the volcano, lava usually shoots up and then goes back down. It's just like some type of reaction to it. So Kazuya seen that. He wanted to confirm it, because every time he fought Heihachi, when he thought he killed him, he still survived. Heihachi survived a fucking robotic nuke with over 100 bombs. And it's just the stuff that Heihachi survived. I can make a whole video. Oh, I did make a video about it, actually. I made a whole video about that on my main page. So, yeah, it was supposed to be confirmed that he's dead. Now he's back. How did he survive? This man survived because some fuck ass monk was in the volcano at that time, mysteriously, and jumped and saved Heihachi before he fell into the lava. Kind of a retcon. Well, no, it is a retcon. It's not kind of. It literally is a fat retcon, because again, Kazuya saw him fall into the lava. That was supposed to be his death. So now he's back, but Kazuya has lost, or not Kazuya, Heihachi has lost all of his memories. So now that Heihachi has lost all of his memories, they're trying to like train him up to be like this soldier for good people, which was stupid, because they literally talk about it like we should not be doing this because it's fucking Heihachi. This man, do not let the age fool you. He can whoop everybody in here with ease. Heihachi does not have powers and is taking down devils, which are like some of the most powerful, if not then the most powerful types of people in Tekken. And he's doing that with his bare hands and bare like techniques. So this man is a problem. And on top of that, he wants exactly what Kazuya wants, but for himself. World domination, but he doesn't want to share that with nobody else. He wants to be the king. If anybody else tries to rule, he wants to kill them too. Anyone that's like strong, he wants to pretty much torture them because, you know, he doesn't want to just live amongst weaklings. So when he does this, they train him up. They train him up and they're showing respect to him because now he's this completely new person. He hasn't done shit wrong. You dumbass niggas, the worst is yet to come. So for some damn reason, the final task of preparing Heihachi to be this super saint, they had him try and break a fucking meteor, like an actual life-sized meteor, dude. I don't know what type of monk training class this is, but clearly y'all are in the wrong universe. Take y'all asses to Dragon Ball. So now Heihachi is like trying to stop this meteor, And as he's stopping this meteor, I don't know how, but he starts regaining his memories of who he previously was. And then he headbutts the meteor, and the headbutt is kind of like one of his signature moves. And when he headbutts the meteor, he breaks the entire meteor and he gets all of his memories back. So now he's evil Heihachi once again. Why? So now Heihachi, he comes through and he just fucks everybody up. He fucks up Eddie, he fucks up Lydia, he fucks up Yoshimitsu, and nobody can stand in his way as of right now. Because Jin lost his devil powers, Kazuya lost his devil powers, and the only one with devil powers now is Reina. But there's no point of having Reina now because Heihachi's brought back. Reina was supposed to be like the next Heihachi. She literally poses like him, she laughs like him, she fights like him, she's sinister just like him, and she manipulates just like him. And now that Heihachi is canonically back in the story, there is no fucking point of adding her to the game. So the story, it's like every time they want to move forward, they backtrack. And which I didn't say it before, but when I was talking about the other characters that wasn't part of the Mishima bloodline, every single one of them just gets thrown to the side. And this is my main problem with pretty much I had with Naruto Shippuden. Ironically enough, I'm about to drop a Naruto video before a Bleach video too. I know, wow. The Bleach fan with the fucking Bleach profile picture on his main page and Bleach banner has not dropped a Bleach video yet, but he's dropping a Naruto video and he doesn't even like Naruto. That very, very ironic. But yeah, dude, they get thrown to the side. And like I said, I don't like Naruto Shippuden because so many characters that we met in OG Naruto had like substantial stories, and now they pretty much got hoed. I can't speak for Boruto. I haven't read it, and I have no interest of reading / watching it at all. But in Shippuden, nigga, if you wasn't Naruto or if you wasn't Sasuke, yeah, goodbye, nigga. There was like damn near no point of you being there unless you was the mentors of one of those niggas. I'm sorry, a lot of side characters got super sidelined. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, the story is all over the place with Tekken. At this point, like I don't even want to pay attention to the story no more. I'm only here for the fights. And now, I don't know. There's still some more story DLC. I think they're going to be dropping soon. If not soon, then by the end of the year. But as of right now, I don't know how they're going to save this story. And Harada quit Tekken, and he was the director / creator of Tekken from Tekken 8 all the way down. And now he stepped away. He's retired, and now someone else is taking it. So I don't know. Maybe they can fix the story still. But yeah, I'm sorry, Harada. You can make great fighting games, but you cannot make a great story. I'm sorry.